Hi everyone, my name is Summer Hepler and I am one of the board members that unfortunately couldn't attend conference this year. I am a registered nurse. I work as a labor and delivery nurse and sometimes a nursery nurse at bedside. I am also the Resolve Through Sharing bereavement coordinator for the facility in which I work. I work for a very small hospital in a place called Ronsford, West Virginia, which is right smack in the middle of where all the big West Virginia floods just happened in June. There are many, many people in my area that still do not have homes and that have lost absolutely everything that they own. While my primary focus has always been perinatal bereavement, I have seen a lot of grief recently that is very sympathy related, which I like to refer to as being one street back. Um, then there's also the grief from the people who have actually, they weren't one street back, they were the street and have lost absolutely everything they own. So a little bit of my focus lately has been on that, but um, perinatal bereavement is still what's nearest and dearest to my heart as an OB nurse. I on the PLATA board, so I love PLATA, and my job on the board has been as a committee member for the Triple M committee, the Media Marketing and Membership Committee. We have I have helped with some of the conference planning, and this year I found out that I really, really love marketing. I've actually talked to hundreds of people about this conference and about Plata in general, and I love doing it. I've probably talked to some of you guys, and if you actually made it to conference, thanks, because conference is something like no other. It is just truly the place for caregivers to refresh and to network and just to be among others who believe and have the same passions that we all do. What have I learned this year on the PLATA board? This year, I have learned a lot because it's my first board term ever on any type of committee or organization. So there's been a lot going on for me learning wise. But the most favorite thing that I have learned is that when you put a bunch of people that have the same loves, the same passions, the same drivenness in one room or across country on one phone call a couple times a year, okay, a couple times a month, then you find that great things can happen. And that is what I've learned is that when you get people together and they have one focus on changing the world, and changing society, and doing something as great as this conference, that it can happen. The conference that you're seeing today is the harvest. It's the harvest of hard work and dedication. And your board members are all volunteers. And that's the other thing that I've learned. I always knew that volunteer work was very, very important, but to be on the front lines of that and to see how much hard work and dedication goes into it when you're not being paid, it it means a lot. And it's the most valuable work that I've ever done, and that I'm sure many of the other board members can say it's the most valuable work that they have ever done. So that's what I've learned this year, that I love altruism. I am also your Twitter face. So, girls and boys, I am looking for your videos. I have been inspired to do this video because I know about the contest, obviously, and there is nobody posting videos, and everybody needs to be on Twitter letting the world know what a great time they're having in Phoenix and about all the wonderful things that they're doing and the classes that they're taking, the breakout sessions and the keynote speakers, and they need to be talking about it so that next time in 2018, everybody will come. Our Twitter is at Plata Networking. You need to use your hashtag question of the day and hashtag IPBC 2016. And as soon as I see it, I promise I will retweet it out to the rest of the world. I look forward to seeing your videos.